Coach, I think we're going to go to Corey.
Yep, Cliff Godwin is joining us now in the locker room after this 5-2 victory over Appalachian State. And, Coach, a lot to like certainly about this contest here, but I think we got to start with Gavin Williams making his return to LeClair Stadium. 4 really impressive shutout innings for him.
Yeah, we were just hoping he would get 3, and his pitch count was down. And, of course, he wanted to go back out there for the 9th, and I told him absolutely not, and I told Dietz absolutely not, everybody absolutely not. He really changed the momentum of the game, and Cooch didn't have his best stuff. And, look, our starting pitching's got to be better, and Cooch knows that, Smitty knows that, our pitching staff knows that, and it's not because of effort or preparedness. Those guys are prepared. They care as much as any kids I've ever been around. But for Gavin to come in and just say, hey, look, you're not scoring anymore. You got your 2 runs. Pound the strike zone. He was able to throw a breaking ball, at least one for a strike, a good change up to a left-handed hitter, and just the momentum. And then we get back in, and all of a sudden we put up that 3-run inning. Ben Newton got a great swing off. Norby got a great swing off, and then we were able to just keep rolling.
ECU offense, you were going into just that, but 9 hits today, led by Newton and Connor Norby.
Yeah, I thought our approach was good again. I mean, I just looked down at the box score. We had 8 walks. I'm not sure if we got anybody hit, but once again, we walked more than we struck out today, and we made him work. Even those early innings when we didn't have anything to show for it, we made the pitcher work, and that's vintage ECU baseball offense. Just make the guy work. And we made him work, and then you saw we got a little chink in his armor there with Ben getting a swing off. Norby got a swing off, and he pitched differently, which – as a coach, you don't want your guys to pitch differently, and I know their coaches will address that. But the guy did a really good job early on, and we were able to get to him in the 5th inning.
I want to ask you about Cooch Maynor. You just alluded to him a few moments ago. It was clear he wasn't as sharp as we've seen from him in the past, but it says something about kind of the bulldog that he can be, where this game could have gotten away early. Appalachian had a lot of opportunities in the first 4 innings, and he kept this game within distance for this lineup to get going there in the 5th inning. It says the makeup of what he can do, even if he's not on his A game.
Well, you look at what Smitty and Cooch both did. Of course, they didn't go deep into the game, but they had, I would say, C- stuff, and they were able to give us a chance to win. And that's all you can ask for starting pitching is give us a chance to win. And even though we got behind, Cooch gave us a chance to win.
Coach, it was a heck of an effort here today. We will see you tomorrow to go for the sweep, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we'll open up the questions now for Coach Godwin.
You made the math a little easier on us this year. That there's only one opponent in the LeClair thing, and I know it's kind of different with COVID and whatnot, but it still has to feel good to be champion of this event. I know you all wear 23. How does that feel to claim that today and kind of honor LeClair all weekend?
Ronnie, I appreciate you bringing up Coach's name, but the way to honor Coach LeClair will be to sweep tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to think about. And Coach LeClair never wants us to show up and say, hey, we've won a series, and I don't want our guys to do that. Look, I want them to enjoy it for about 4 or 5 hours, and then I want them to wake up and be ready to go tomorrow because, look, at the end of the day, we're just trying to get better. As I told them today, if we could be a mature team and have maturity and not worry about who we're playing over in the other dugout and just go out there and play our brand of baseball and focus on flying on and off the field, get the ball around the horn, having tough at-bats, then the wins and losses will take care of themselves. And offensively, we should have probably put up 7, 8 runs off of them. We had a lot of opportunities. We didn't. But that's okay. We'll get better at that, and our guys will work on that stuff to execute that. But I was just really proud our guys didn't have a lull, didn't have a letdown after you beat a team 13-2. You see a lot of times teams don't show up, and I thought our guys showed up today.
What was it like with Gavin? I guess just between innings and kind of the groove he was in. And, I mean, did you sense that this was in him, obviously, just the way that he kind of went out there and dominated batters at times?
Gavin's special when he's healthy, as we know, and he was really special for an inning and was probably a little bit too amped up last weekend at Georgia Southern. He threw more balls last week just during one inning. I think he threw probably 25 pitches in one inning. And today, I want to say he threw less than 50 pitches. I want to say 44-ish, 45. I was close. 45 pitches in 4 innings. That's pretty efficient for a power pitcher.
Coach, talk about Connor Norby going 4 for 5 today. I mean, just he's like Mr. Clutch this season early on in the year.
I'm happy for Norbs. Norbs has endured a lot of Coach Godwin's talks, and he's just grown up so much, and I'm so proud of him. He's sitting over here to my right, and he's just grown up so much mentally. He's always been a very talented player, and I'm so proud of him. And he doesn't let a lot affect him now. Whereas a freshman, stuff would maybe get to his head if he played well, or it'd get to his head if he played bad, and he's just steady Eddie. And I just want him to keep blinders on, keep showing up, going to work like he's done for about 1.5 years now. And if he does that, then the rest will take care of itself.
Excuse me. Any other questions for Coach Godwin? Okay, Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Here's the man, Norby, that you want to talk to anyway.
Hey, Connor, how are you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Okay, we're going to go to questions to Connor.
Connor, your home run obviously came right after Ben, and both of those were kind of no doubters. Just were you just kind of looking for a first pitch fastball, or was there any momentum kind of after what Newton did? Kind of take us through that at bat.
I mean, we had good approach all day. We just didn't have really anything to show for it. The last 2 days we battled and just stuck to our approach. And Ben got the offense going with that big swing, and I mean that just lit everybody up. Gavin came out there and he was pounding the zone and got us back in the dugout really quickly, and that's all you want out of a reliever. And he did a great job, and both those guys got us going for sure.
And Connor, talk about the 4 for 5 today. Another great day. You've been on fire this season early on, and what's the difference? You've been really like a spark to this team.
I mean, it's just being around such good players and good people, and just trusting one another. Like, I look behind me, I got Thomas Francisco and Bryson and Stump and all these guys. Like, I could go on for days, but it gives you confidence knowing that you don't, like, even if you don't necessarily do your job or what you wanted to do, like, those guys are right behind you to pick you up. And we're too good and too deep to focus on individual accolades, I guess you could say. It doesn't matter. We want to win, and we want to play for each other, and that's what we do.
Hey, as a current player, what do you think of the jerseys? We haven't asked about that this weekend, and everybody wearing 23. And, it's kind of a nod to past teams. Do you like being in that gear? I mean, does it cool? Do you like the yellow?
I do, yeah. I mean, it's when you come in as a freshman and you learn the story of Coach LeClair, and you hear it every single day, and he's on the walls all around the clubhouse. Like, the story, and you know what he stood for. And wearing 23, everybody wearing 23, it's giving me chills kind of talking about it, but it's an honor for sure. And he'd be happy with how we've played so far this weekend.
Okay, are there any other questions? Okay, Connor, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, guys.
See you, buddy.